Hey guys, it's Tom from EverydayGamers.com, and I am back today with just a quick video on the DSi. I want to show you guys a little bit of the user interface. You've probably already seen videos out there on YouTube displaying the interface, displaying the menu system, giving you a brief rundown of that. But I figured I could give you guys a video as well, and if you haven't seen anything out there, maybe this one will shed some light on some things for you if you've got questions or anything like that. As always, if you have any questions or if you have something that you want me to do a video on, if you suggest it, as long as it's within my means to do it, I'll go ahead and give it a shot. And that's all. Let me go ahead and get started on this. As always, make sure you check out our website at www.everydaygamers.com. We're going to be bringing you some written reviews on the DSi, some written reviews on video games as always, accessories, peripherals, all kinds of stuff. And we got a really good forum system set up there. We also have what I believe is a good podcast, a really good podcast. And while things have been a little bit slower lately, we're still working on some things. Anyways, let me go ahead and get into the video so you guys don't get tired of me rambling on. Go ahead and power on the DSi and show you just a quick startup of this. It's got that normal sound of the regular DS. And then, it goes into this menu system. Even with the game in there, it doesn't automatically boot the game up. And, I'm trying to think, because I've been using my R4 DS for such a long time. This is how the regular DS was. So there's nothing different from this actual startup menu and from the power on as opposed to the standard DS. You just touch the screen to get started, or I could have probably hit the start button. And one thing you'll notice is right off the bat, the menu music. It's got a really cool, kind of style to it. And one thing that obviously Nintendo did well, starting with I think the Wii, is just the way they implemented the different boxes, the menu music, that kind of stuff, and just an overall clean look. Kind of almost taking a page out of Apple's book, at least in my opinion. So let's go ahead and show you. Down here on the bottom, what you have is obviously all the different options of where you can go to in the menu itself. This is the main menu here, and where typically you would have the spot up here for the DS card that you have in there, or the spot down here for the GBA game, which obviously, as you've seen last night in my unboxing, there is no GBA slot anymore. You probably already knew that anyways. Now you have actually a whole bunch of different menus, a whole bunch of different options, because what they've incorporated in the DSi is the DSi store. Also, you've got the camera function, you got the voice recording function, you got the web browsing function, which for the time being is actually a free download. And then up at the top, if maybe I can zoom in and show you guys a little bit, it just kind of displays some information, some just menu information. Right now it's just talking about photos, and just saying photos will be displayed on the top screen. But yeah, so let's go back here and I'll show you. There's two ways to navigate through this bottom menu. You can use the D-pad to just go across and select all these things. Now you'll see as we go through there's a bunch of different empty spots, and that's just for future things that you're going to download from the DSi store. The other way that you can actually navigate through the menu is by, sliding across this way with the stylus, or you can actually use the little tiny arrows that are down here. Now, it's really easy just to click at a certain spot if you want to go somewhere, to actually click on this bar and go to that specific one. As you can notice, some of these spots down here on this bar are actually a little bit darker, and that just indicates the blocks that are actually filled in. So let me navigate through the ones that I actually have so far. Obviously, what's going to come preset on every single system is the system settings. And you go in there, you'll be able to see just different things, data management, wireless communications, brightness settings. See if I can change the brightness settings and maybe make this a little bit easier to view. That looks like it might be a little bit better. No, I'll brighten it up a little bit anyways, just keep it right around there. Just hit the OK button to save that. Then you go back over here, you've got your profile, your date, time, alarm, parental controls, touch screen, mic test, internet, language, country, system update, and format system memory. And that's the one thing that's different about the DSi as opposed to the DS Lite, is that you've got, you know, system updates now, which are going to be mandatory system installs when you go ahead and go into the DSi store and stuff like that. So let's go ahead and return to the DSi menu, and I'll show you something in the next one I go into. Then the next one, I guess, is going to be the one that's preoccupied with the game that you want to play, which as of right now, we've got GTA Chinatown Wars, which is an awesome DS game. You guys should really check that out, especially if you've liked the other Grand Theft Auto games. You got the DSi camera. I'm not going to go into every single one of these. Obviously, it's kind of self-explanatory, and there's tutorials out there that are way better than what I could do with it. You got the DSi sound menu, and you've got the DSi shop. You've got the DS download play, which if you go into certain retailers, they have a download kiosk, and also you can download from different carts, sometimes carts. You got PictoChat, which never really grabbed my attention on the regular DS, and you've also got the web browser. Let me just go ahead and click in here. I'll click in one of these really quick, the download play. It's not going to be able to do anything, but I'll show you that there's two ways to actually get back to the menu, which I didn't realize. If you hit the power button down here, you can actually get back to the menu that way also. As long as you don't hold it in, you just kind of tap it, it'll go back to the main menu. If you hold that in, that will obviously turn it off. If you click back into a menu again and you want to get back out without doing that, you can hit the B button to go back, or down here it'll tell you, you just touch that, it'll go back. Yeah, return to DSi menu, yes. So, the one thing that I got confused on is when I got into the download or the DSi shop, sometimes I got crossed up in where I was in the menu and how I could get back to the main menu, because I didn't want to go all the way, or I didn't want to have to just power it off and then turn it back on. Well, that's just a really quick, easy way to get back, is just by tapping that power button, and that takes you all the way back. Probably could have found that out if I read the manual, but I don't read manuals typically, unless I have to use the bathroom for a while, and then I'll go dig into it. With this, I'll probably read the manual, because there is a lot to learn. I mean, they implemented a lot of different things in the software and just in the functionality of this device. I haven't actually played any games on it yet. I've spent a lot of time browsing the web, and what I'll do is I'll show you guys in another video in a minute. I'll download something and we'll see how long it takes through the DSi shop, and I'll bring you some other videos here in a little while. So just stay tuned and continue to subscribe, rate. Let me know what you guys want to see, and as always, make sure you check out our website, www.everydaygamers.com. Once again, it's Tom. Thanks for checking us out.